My name is Agiatis Benardou, and my position in DARIAH is co-chair of VCC to Research and Education Liaison. My first and second degrees were on ancient history at King's College London, so nothing digital there, very straightforward humanities subjects in classics department. And then I went on to do a PhD, same university, on archaeology this time. So I started feeling like a hybrid pretty early on, because I started my PhD when I was 21, so pretty early on. And then as I was about to finish my PhD, I did a second master's degree on cultural communication. My first jobs were in cultural organizations like the Hellenic Ministry of Culture. And during my second master's degree, which was in Athens, I met Professor Kostis Dallas, who is also part of DARIAH for years now. And he was the one who hired me back then to work on digitization and documentation project, structurally funded in Greece, in which we digitized thousands of movable finds from across Greece. And this was the first time I was actually exposed to the digital world and what you can, the immense opportunities that are there for people that actually work or carry out research in that domain. And after that, I moved to Athena Research Center, to the Digital Curation Unit, where I was initially involved in preparing DARIAH. That was back in 2007, 2008. And I have to say that that digitization project I worked on beforehand proved to be greatly useful, because I had worked hands-on on a project that was actually creating digital out of the analog. So my professional transition was pretty smooth, if you like.
When you look at your formal education and the kind of job that you do today, do you wish you had learned something else in the university, or do you think this was
No. It was really hard for me to complete a PhD on classical archaeology, coming from an area, ancient history, which was pretty much text-based research. Archaeology is not like that. So I think this is where I first got exposed, so to say, to the challenges of them interdisciplinary, to the challenges of transcending disciplines, of having to face difficulties that you had not previously dealt with. So this was definitely formative. My PhD was immensely formative in this way. And then, of course, even the Hellenic Ministry of Culture, okay, hugely bureaucratic organization, but then again, back then I worked in the international liaison department, so I was exposed again to UNESCO and these kind of like Council of Europe stuff. So then again, this was the first time I sort of realized that what we call international organizations or infrastructures are really about people.
What do you think then is the role of training and education in DARIAH in terms of what research infrastructures should do in the realm of or if anything, in the realm of training and education, and what is it that they really can do?
The first word that comes to mind is inspire. And I don't mean inspire just in the theoretical kind of way, or in the sort of Platonic kind of way, but inspire as in expose people to state-of-the-art stuff happening out there, be it tools, services, new digital corpora that people were not aware of, or even if they were, they wouldn't know what to do with them, how to handle them, and exposing people, creating such a network that enables exchange of ideas, exchange of research problems, of creating a comfortable environment in which people will be free to just say whatever comes to mind, and be able to hear what other people just have in mind on this or the other thing. So it's just a facilitator, but at the same time I think that an infrastructure should inspire, should facilitate, and at the same time should create this feeling of optimism, because otherwise, how can anyone move forward, without it?